Hey guys, how's it going? So, back with another video. Where were we? So, we left off at the inlet manifold, kind of done, probably 85%, 80% done. So, I managed to pop down for an hour or so during the week. Again, been quite busy and whatnot doing other bits, so yeah, I popped down for an hour. Didn't bother recording it because it was literally I was in and out of the unit. So, but we have got to this place. So we have removed one of the pie cuts, like I said in the last video, and added a different angled one and a smaller one to get this at a better angle. So that's that done. If you can have a look now, you'll see that this is all a lot nicer. Still going to be a tight angle, but it should be doable with the right pie cuts and whatnot. Hopefully, he says, fingers crossed. Intercooler is now mounted, and it's nice and solid. So it's mounted off the subframe under there. Now I used some nice thick bits of 6mm steel, with the idea of not having to mount the top if I can make it solid enough just on the bottom mounts, which it's hard to tell, but that is not going anywhere. I can give that a real good push and it barely moves. So that should be enough to hold that. I'm not going to have to do the top ones, which is good. So that is now ready to fully weld. I gave it a little bit of a clean up just to see what it was going to come up like, and yeah, it's not actually too bad. Need to buy some different sort of, you can buy like Scotch-Brite flat discs for a grinder. So I'm going to buy a selection of those in different grades to give that a better finish. So cool, that is now done. Unfortunately, I can't really do any more to it until I've got the intercooler mounts for the throttle body and there, which I'm still waiting on. So hopefully the intercooler clamps, sorry, so the HD clamps. So I'm still waiting on those, but hopefully we'll have them soon, and then we can do that part. I had a delivery of some more parts. So we've got our fuel pump bracket for the twin fuel pumps and like a 2-to-1 there. So we've got those bits. Got another bend just for the turbo side to the intercooler. I also picked up these off Facebook for a bargain. So Brembo front calipers. Only paid 100 quid. Yeah, 100 quid for these. Which is cheap. They need a rebuild. You know, they need new pistons and seals, and they need a lick of paint and whatnot. But that's fine. A rebuild kit's about 50 quid for these. So, which, you know, I'm happy. And they came off, I think they came off like a Fiat Coupe, like 2-litre 20 valve thing, little 2-seater sports car Fiat. So they're going to be better than the single pot Corrado ones. I've been wanting to buy some for a while. Like I've said before, I've got a big list of parts for the Corrado. I keep an eye out for all of them. When one of them comes up cheap, if it's too cheap, you know, if it's too cheap to miss out on, I will buy that part over a part I need more, because, you know, you don't know when it's going to come up cheap again. So yeah, 100 quid, happy days. Probably going to have to make, don't know if you can buy mounts for these ones to convert them or not. Don't know, because I don't know what size wheels I want to go 100%. I'm not sure what size discs. So, but they are there. They can stay in the box for now because, you know, they're a little bit way off. That's something I can have a play with another time. What else have we got? So we also have a sheet of aluminium. Yeah, random, I know, but no. So this is going to have all the fuel system mounted to it. So we're going to have battery, fuel cell, swirl pot, fuel pumps, whatnot, all in a line. It'll all be fixed to that. This will then be fixed down to the car. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is, one, the floor under there is all wobbly and bumpy. Two, this way I can have everything mounted on there. I can drill holes, bolt all the stuff down without drilling loads of holes in the bottom of the car. And I can then just unbolt, you know, I can undo the fuel lines and undo the wiring, unbolt it and take the whole thing out in one piece if I want to. and the whole fuel system will come out in one hit if there's any issues or anything like that, or if I want to change anything. So yeah, this will be mounted on some little rubber mounts under here to give it a little bit, you know, to save the vibrations. So yeah, that's good. Got my swirl pot. So as well now, which is good. I can unwrap it without damaging it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it. Smash it around, Luke. Ideal. So this is a 2-litre swirl pot, or surge, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so we're going to have, like I said, we will have battery on this side, fuel cell roughly in the middle, as close as we can get it, and then hopefully fuel pumps, and swirl pot, and off we go. Hopefully it'll all fit in there. Might take a little bit of manoeuvring, might have to change a few things, but yeah, fingers crossed, that'll do the job. What else we got? Ordered another little bit of 3-inch tubing, the same as I used on the inlet, just for all the different pie cuts and whatnot. And then I'll have a bit of straight tube if I need it for the other side. Cool, so first things first, I need to tidy up the workshop because it is an absolute mess. Don't look too bad now, but yeah, it's a mess. So I'm going to have a quick tidy up, and then I think I reckon I might lay out the fuel stuff on that alley sheet and just on the floor and see what it all looks like. Sound, right, I'm going to have a tidy up and I'll be back in a minute. Cheers! Right, we're back. Had a quick tidy up, cleared some space, kind of tidied up, not really. But I cleared some space on the work surface. So we've got a sheet of alley. Now what we're going to do is get all the little bits and bobs to hopefully sort of try and mount it all up. So let's do that. I'm going to chuck you on the tripod quickly. Means I got to swap over the mounts. Sorry about this. Should have thought about this before. There we go, sounds great. Done, cool. Okay, right. Just put you over here while we get the bits and bobs and get us cracking. Right, first things first is... I know. So we're going to come out of there, in, out, and then fuel filter. Yeah, it's 10, isn't it? Yeah. And then fuel filter. What do we think, guys? And to be fair, then I could move it all over a little bit more, couldn't I? Oh, I don't know. But I'll be back in a minute. Rather than just recording me stood here, silent, looking at stuff, I'll be back in a sec. Sound? Alright guys, so I've been sat now for an hour trying to figure out how we're going to do this, and I think I've figured it out. So, here's a list of fittings I've got to order, so yeah. So this is technically AN8, it's just all the fittings that came with it go to AN6, because I ordered it as an AN6 kit, but anyway, so this is what we're going to do. Fuel cell roughly in the middle. I'll know once I've got all the fittings how far over I can push it. But so we've got AN10 out of the fuel cell, which goes into the pump, which is M18 1.5. So I've got an adapter for that. Then I've got a banjo kit coming for this, so that'll be a banjo fitting on there to an AN8. Then an AN8 to AN10, because that's what these are, adapter for the first fuel filter. So that'll be a that'll clean the fuel before it goes into there. And that will sit like that, basically upright. And then that will then have AN8 90 with another AN8 90 into an AN10. Wow, it'll be like that with this AN8 on top. And then that will be out 90 to AN8 all the way into AN8. So that's that bit done. Then out of here, again, AN8 to M18 1.5 for both of these. And that's it. Then that'll be the fuel system, all plumbed in. Hopefully this bit will work out, because obviously I can move this around and whatnot. I mean, the fuel pump's kind of got to go there once this is lined up. So it'll just be a case of getting these. Hopefully these bits are all going to fit nicely, but we'll find out when they come. That might take a bit of fiddling. That's alright, so that'll just bolt up to there. Then we can come out into a secondary fuel filter before it goes into the car. So we'll have both fuel filters running, which will be nice, and then yeah, that'll be the system done. So yeah, that was a bit of a head scratcher, that one. I'm not gonna lie guys, I had to seriously think, and wow, yeah, it was a proper head scratcher, but we got there in the end. So that is the fuel system marked out, and we know what we're going to do. We've got enough room here still on the other side for a battery, plenty of room actually. Like I said, I want to get the fuel cell as centre as possible. It's not going to be too bad because, yeah, the problem is I don't want all the weight on one side. So with a battery on one side and then the fuel cell off to the same side, it's going to be very one side heavy. So the fuel cell needs to get as central as I can possibly get it. So if it's a case of crunching this all up a bit, then we'll do it. Or it'll be a case of centre all of this, you know, move the fuel cell over slightly. But obviously there's all the weight of this as well, of the pumps and the swirl pot. Might counteract it, and then we'll put the battery somewhere else, just to keep all the weight central. That's what I want to do. I don't want to put shitloads of weight on one side of the car and nothing on the other. Just trying to keep it central. Okay, cool. So now that's sorted out, I'm going to click order on those other bits, and what we're going to do is start cutting some bits and bobs up for the cold side of the turbo. Sound right? 2 seconds. Cheers. Yo guys, so we are going to weld the reducer onto there and the other half of the HD clamp onto there. So we'll quickly tack them on. Don't need to fully weld them, but we'll get them tacked on, chuck them on the car, and hopefully we can then start running the rest of the pipe work. So let's get that done. Plenty of gas. Get that centered nicely. Go. Hey guys, so yeah, not ideal. I broke something. I don't know what I've done with it now. Here, so I took this reducer off and cut it to make it shorter. So I put it in the lathe to part it off, and it bit and bent and broke. So I'll order another one of them. So what I did do was I took that back off, that flange, the HD clamp, shortened that down, because what I'm doing is, ignore this, I just did this messing around. So what the problem was, with that reducer on and everything, there wasn't enough room to get the pipe underneath it. So I chopped a bit off the housing so I could raise up. So once we got a HD clamp on there, there's a bit more room. Now I've changed my idea about coming through to there. Why? I don't really know. I mean, I still might do it, but at the moment, yeah, I'm probably not gonna. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it does. I don't really know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you can really see it properly. So that's how I was thinking. So this piece I've just tacked together just to get a gauge. So this is what I was thinking. So it was going to come through, down and out there, and then come down. Whoa, where are you? There it is, out of there, and along into there. But the more I look at it, so this, if you look straight at that, yeah, this is in the way. So I'd have to come down and under this and over. It means sort of threading it all through this, once this, because this is going to be plated, this part of the chassis under there. So that's all going to be smoothed off in there with a hole. That was the idea. That's how I used to have it. But now I have been thinking that maybe I might, one, it'll give me a shorter intercooler pipe, so less work when it comes to smoothing that off and having the hole in there and everything, so that'll be all smooth. So I am now thinking about, oh sorry, this is really awkward to hold with the camera, just running it smooth to there, straight off along the edge of the chassis leg, and then, I don't know if you can see, then it will come down and straight into there. So it's less pipe, less bends, it's just a lot less of everything really. I mean, it's really tricky. I'm trying to remember what goes where. So obviously normally you'd have a radiator here and fans and everything, but that's obviously all in the back. So apart from the gear selector and the wiring, and obviously the pipe work for the cooling comes out of there. Don't think there's a lot else down here. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have my oil radiator there, I think. More than likely be, yeah, either there or in front of the intercooler. So yeah, unfortunately, come to a bit of a halt. What I did do actually, oh, where is it? Wherever it is, here we go. While I was thinking of stuff to do, I did a shitload of pie cuts, and look at that, if you can kind of see it. So that, obviously, once there's the clamp on it, so that'll be stuck out about there, and boom, that will then go straight up into there at that sort of angle. Job's a good one. So that will be, yeah, that's that bit of intercooler piping done, which wasn't too bad. So was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pie cuts? But yeah, so that's that bit of intercooler piping done. Once I get the clamps, I can then get it 100%. So yeah, I'm gonna have to order another reducer, wait on the clamps, and then yeah, that is really it. Fuel system wise, again, gonna have to wait on all those AN fittings, which are now ordered, so I'll probably get those mid next week or Tuesday, Wednesday. And that is that at the moment. I can't do a lot. I've started spacing this up. Needs to go up a little bit more to get it in line with this. So you can see it needs to come up probably another 5mm. Something like that. Yeah, another 5mm. So I'll bring that up. What I'm going to do, I'll order some polyurethane bar, like solid bar, and then I can turn whatever size whatever size spaces I need on the lathe, and then go from there. So yeah, some progress, not a huge amount. One of those things I don't, I'm making up as I go along. So things like fittings and stuff like that, I don't know until it happens. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to end the video. What I'll do is click my fingers, and hopefully I'll be back with a load of parts to do some more work. Hopefully clamps, reducer, and AM fittings. Sound! So I'll see you in a sec. We're kind of there. So we've got a little issue with this. No, that's fine. That one's good. Apart from I've got to bring the tank up level. Bring the tank up a little bit. So that's good. This is good. Now, don't know if you can see from there, but this piece here is a little bit, so when I did have that plug in there, that was fouling. It's a little bit too close, basically, and that's the problem we're having. So what I might have to do is get a bit of a, I don't know really how best way of doing it, just getting a joiner of some sort. I'm not sure. I could cut that off, grind it back and weld that, so then it will go closer to it. Because at the moment, if I can see if I can get it to lean nicely without falling over. No. Yeah. Yes, I can. So yeah, at the moment it's hitting there. I don't think I can do anything about that. Yes, yeah, if I was to take that off, blank it, I don't really want to do that. So, ideally what I need is an A&A sort of just joiner between the two, because this can go back a bit, like so. And then I can just get a joiner between them two. And that'll be that one. Now, this is... didn't really think this would happen, but don't know if you can see. So that one's screwing in, but this one's off. So obviously the space in between there is different between the space in between here, which is a bit of a pain, to say the least. So that is something else I've got to figure out. I'm not sure how. So whether or not, don't know, whether or not I do a bit of pipe between the two, and it'll push it over a bit. The thing is, it'll push it all quite over a fair bit, which I don't want to do. So yeah, that is annoying, very annoying. But right, yeah, so that's probably my own fault for buying an eBay swirl pot and an eBay dual pump holder, but it's kind of there, you know. We've got, yeah, we've got the makings of a fuel system. Just needs tweaking, just a little bit of tweaking, and I think we'll be there. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I reckon we'll be there. So yeah, maybe a spacer. If we can get a spacer in here, that'll be all that good. And then we just got to figure out that. I'm not sure how to do that, really. What I might do quickly is take it out of the holder, put them in and see if they see what that's like, and go from there. Yeah, sound. I'll quickly do that and I'll be back in a sec. Cheers, guys. Yo, right, so yeah, I'm gonna measure this gap between these two and see if I can get another one of these twin Bosch holders, because obviously with these being closer in also means that collector doesn't fit either. So I hope if I measure centre to centre, and I'll see if I can get another twin holder to fit that, and I'll just flog this one on. And then go from there. I also had some HD clamps turn up, which is always good. So I can now look at getting no, I can't look at getting the intercooler clamps done, intercooler pipes done, because I'm still waiting for another reducer because I destroyed the other one. Cool. Well, I guess that's for now. I mean, I know I have got other stuff to do, but I want to concentrate on getting jobs done at a time. So on the car, it's get all the intercooler pipes done. On the bench, it's get all the fuel system done. I don't want to start diving into doing other stuff around the car. I need to do the prop. I was thinking about it today actually. I need to get the prop in, and then I need to start looking at water lines from the radiator, from the rear end, all the way back through. So once I've got these boost pipes in, once I've got all the intercooler pipes in, and I'm happy with that, I will then look at getting the prop in. And obviously this will just be an ongoing job in the background, and go from there. Alright guys, well I'm going to clip my fingers again, and hopefully I'll be back again in a couple of days with my reducer. Should be here in the next day or so. So, sound, see you in a couple of days.